Now, U.S. Secretary of State will travel to China next week, rescheduling a visit that was cancelled in February after a saga over a suspected surveillance balloon. Antony Blinken is expected to arrive in Beijing on the 18th of June, the first trip by a top U.S. diplomat to China since his predecessor Mike Pompeo in October of 2018. Now, Blinken abruptly cancelled a trip scheduled in early February. Back then, a Chinese balloon, which Beijing denies was a government spy vessel, spent a week flying over the US and Canada before being shot down. Joe Biden and Xi Jinping met in Bali in November and agreed to stop spiraling tensions from soaring out of control, including by sending Blinken to Beijing. The two sides have more recently looked again to keep tensions in check. Biden's national security advisor, Jake Sullivan, and top Chinese diplomat Wang held an extensive closed-door meeting in Vienna last month. Tensions have risen sharply between the world's two largest economies in recent years, especially over Taiwan. Beijing claims Taiwan as a part of its territory to be seized one day, even by force if required. However, many Taiwanese people consider their self-ruled island to be distinct, whether or not independence is ever officially declared. Meanwhile, Xi Jinping recently called on Chinese border troops to forge a Great Wall of Steel, directing his administration to enhance their capabilities. Blinken's China trip comes ahead of Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi's US visit. Remember, New Delhi and Washington are Quad allies. A U.S. congressional committee has recommended the inclusion of India in NATO Plus to further boost global defense cooperation. NATO Plus is a U.S.-led defense-orientated group consisting of all NATO members and 5 other nations, which are Australia, Japan, Israel, New Zealand, and South Korea. On Thursday, India's Foreign Minister Jay Shankar had said, and I quote, "The NATO template does not apply to India."
We are now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.